Hey everyone, it's the House Mouse here. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining and welcome new subscribers. I'm so glad you're here. So today we are going to make some adorable little mushrooms. I have some prototypes here to share with you. These I thought would make good journal cards, so they would, fit inside a pocket, but also you could certainly use them as a tuck spot and tuck something behind if you glued just along the edges. You could even glue them across the top and along the bottom and then make a little belly band. So I think they're a little whimsical and cute. So these are ones that I tested out. I lined the backs because I thought, they would make an interesting shaped journal card. Let me just make sure you're in frame there. I think these mushrooms would be great, of course, in a mushroom journal or in a gnome journal or in just any kind of woodland or botanical journal. You can make them any size you want. You can use whatever materials you want. This is one that I made with just scraps of fabric. It's also lined on the back with just some mostly blank book page. And for this one, I cut out a little door and a window to make a little house. So, and then this one was just an alternate one that I freehand cut the stem, and then I folded a piece of paper in half and cut it out and glued it over the top of the stem, and then I just put some little dots on with a white pencil. So we'll take a look at both of these types today. We'll put those aside. For the larger mushrooms, I made myself a little template. I just sketched these out onto some cardstock and cut them out. I wasn't too fussy about it. Now, as you can see, these are rather stout mushrooms. They are not necessarily anatomically correct, but I was again looking for something that maybe could be used as a journal card, so I wanted that space available. I labeled mine front and back simply because if you are lining them, which of course you don't have to do, but if you are lining the back, I just wanted to make sure that I had my sides correct. Obviously, you're going to be, if you're lining, you're going to be gluing, insides together, wrong sides together, as it were. So that's what I did there. And I just cut out my pieces. So here, we'll get the pieces here. So for this example, I have just some Stamperia cardstock, this beautiful pack that they have. And I've also got the two, make sure you can see the two back sides. So to assemble this type of the mushroom, I first put the lining on the back of the stem. And again, when you cut these out, if you're just tracing the shapes out with a pencil, you can always cut just inside your lines so you don't have to worry about erasing your pencil marks. And these may not line up completely, and that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's all fine. And if you have some overhang somewhere, you can always cut it off afterwards. So we'll go ahead. I just have some glue book and my glue off to the side here, so we'll just quickly glue that down. And again, in case I didn't say out loud, maybe it was only in my head, you can make your mushrooms whatever size and shape you want. You could certainly make a very tall, skinny mushroom and use it as kind of a page edger or a side tuck on the edge of your page. You could even make tiny mushrooms and use them to make altered paper clips. I think that would also be cute. So that's that one. And then for the top, I like to just, here, we'll turn this back over. I like to just glue across the top of the stem and then place this on, place the top on afterwards. So again, I'm just gonna glue the top maybe 1/2 inch of my stem, and I apologize, my neighbors are having some construction done right now. So if you hear a noise in the background, that's what that is. So we'll get our top on. We can see that's in a pretty good spot. Hopefully you're in camera there. Sorry, Just checking. I'm trying to work on my positioning of my camera, so hopefully this is a little bit better than last time. And then to cover up that line, because it's a bit of a harsh edge, I put the backing on this side after gluing the front on. So we'll get that set down there. Hopefully that's lined up. And that's really it. So these, again, super cute. And you can see I have a little overhang here at the top. Hopefully you can hear. Let's make sure they're in. So again, once this is dry, I'll just go back and I'll cut it off. That's no problem. Okay. And then for this one, I actually also did freehand cut a little door and a little window. That is actually rather pretty. So let's get these on. So this is good for scrap busting. This is a good mass make. Let's try to get it on a little bit straight. There we go. And certainly whatever scrapbook papers you have, as long as it's contrasting enough so you can tell the cap of the mushroom from the stem. Well, I guess that's stuck there now. So there's the finished guy. So he's pretty cute. That's a pretty one. Okay, we'll put that to the side. And then the other type is just, again, I freehand cut this stem out of a piece of just very neutral masterboard, just book page. And then this little guy, you can see I folded over a piece of paper and again just freehand cut the shape of the cap, and we'll just glue it on that way. And that'll make our little mushroom for that guy. So here, we'll just glue, and this was that fish scale paper that you saw a little while ago. So we'll make sure that's covered up. And I'm gluing on both sides of the inside. Okay. And we'll just kind of line up where we want it. And just press it down to seal. Whoop. It's wiggling around a little bit. Let's get this centered a little bit more. And of course, they do not have to be perfect in any way. They're meant to be wonky and fun. Okay, so there's that guy. So, and again, all I used for this one was just a white pencil to make some little, make those little dots. I'm not sure. Yeah, this paper is a little bit wet still, so it's not taking the pencil as nicely, but you get the idea. And of course you could use, you know, if you have a white gel pen, if you have a little bit of paint or paint markers, you could certainly embellish these however you like. I think they're very fun. I think for the, if you make fabric ones and you're a sewer and you wanted to stitch around the edges, that would be super cute as well. So here's our little lineup of fun little mushrooms. So there we go. Here, let's see. Okay, there we have it. So I think that's going to be all for today. Just a quick tutorial on how I made these. Just again, a disclaimer, I don't know if anyone else has made these on YouTube. They may have. I've just never seen it. So I just wanted to share how I did this. I hope you enjoy. Thank you again for joining me. If you are interested in a little bit more crafty and cozy fun, you can certainly sign up for my newsletter. I'll leave that link in the description. I also have a mushroom and moss freebie, so I'll leave that link in the description as well if you want to download some more mushroomy goodness. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.